I'm Mallory Hartley. That's Greg Powers. And it's This Week
in Cruton.
It is This Week in Recruiting, presented by our best friends at Chicken Express. Chicken Express, making people happy all over the state of Texas.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Chicken Express is delicious. They got great chicken tenders.
Do you like the spicy chicken tenders? Which one? Do you get half and half? Do you get spicy or do you get just regular?
I get the regular and the spicy. You know, the regular to me, they're golden fried and crispy hot. A Texas gem that hits the spot.
Shout out to ChatGPT for that too.
ChatGPT coming through.
They also like Chicken Express, clearly.
Everybody does.
Who wouldn't? All right, it's This Week in Recruiting, presented by Chicken Express. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. And we're going to start with the prospect on the rise. Prospect on the rise this week. We're going out east to Beast, Texas, and we're going to be talking about New Boston 2026 running back Ashton Rowden. And his offer list kind of exploded this past week. He picked up offers from Minnesota, NC State, Houston, Arkansas, and TCU, and he already has a couple of official visits scheduled this summer to Kansas State, Texas Tech, and Michigan State.
Yeah, Houston, another school maybe to keep an eye on for Ashton Rowden. 1,337 yards and 14 touchdowns to earn the most outstanding offensive player in District 10-4A Division II last year. He's already rated as the number 10 player in our DCTF running back rankings.
That's right.
So I'm feeling pretty good that his offer list is popping off this week. But I have to say, he kind of first popped up on your radar when Michigan State offered him a few weeks back.
Yeah, of course. But I was going to say number 10 on the running backs list, which is a very, very deep list.
It's a lucrative list to be on this year.
We've talked about it over and over and over again on our channels that the 2026 running back class in the state of Texas is deep and filled with talent.
No doubt about it. And the thing that makes Rowden special to me is his ability to hit the open hole with authority and really makes defenses pay. He can gash defenses out of the backfield. He has that quick first step acceleration. So I would say he hits the hole very aggressively is like one of the things that pops off to me about his tape.
Absolutely. Prospect on the rise, New Boston 2026 running back Ashton Rowden. Let's talk about the commit of the week. The commit of the week, we're going just down south to Waxahachie and talking about 2026 wide receiver Kohen Brown as he committed to USC last week over programs like Missouri, SMU, Baylor. He had a couple of official visits scheduled to a couple of those programs. 6 foot 190, 1,100 yards receiving last year and 11 touchdowns in his junior campaign. And his speed, man, is one of the things that jumps out to me on his tape.
Kohen Brown is really special. I feel like he's in the mix to be rated as one of the top wide receivers in the state. I think he's right there in the mix to be in the top 50, which would make him a 4-star prospect. And USC's doing a tremendous job in Texas. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way because he's not the only commit that they got this year from this week from the Lone Star State. They also picked up a commitment from Prosper defensive tackle Jake Johnson. And here recently they picked up a commitment from Jaimion Winfield from Richardson. So this Texas high school football class is really impressive. And I have to think that even though he's been there now for a while, that Lincoln Riley has built up his name with a lot of these recruits that are going to be coming out here over the next couple classes for his time at OU and what he did there building relationships in this area. And I think USC is going to continue to be a big factor when it comes to recruiting not only the Dallas area, which is where these 3 commitments came from, but also down into Houston
in the state
as well.
Of Texas,
the state of Texas.
Well, aren't they pushing for the number 1 recruiting class too in 2026
They're,
right now?
I mean, they should be. That's all going to be predicated on the numbers game because those rankings nationally are really skewed heavily towards how many prospects you're going to sign.
Right.
And I have to admit, I'm not a USC expert, so I don't know if they need 10 recruits or if they need 25. But their star average is really good right now.
Yeah,
because these dudes can play. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised at all. You see Cohen Brown on some of the national sites where he's rated at now. Don't be surprised if he climbs up towards the top of those lists because he's not getting enough credit for what he's done. You mentioned the 1,100 yards. That's an 11-6A.
Right.
The best football district in America. So if you're a USC fan watching this right now, you don't know that much about Texas high school football. Cohen Brown went for 1,100 yards in the same district that has DeSoto and Duncanville,
Cedar
and
Hill.
All these teams. So this is a legit dude. His national ranking will catch up with his talent, and people will find out about Cohen Brown. USC fans ought to be pumped.
Cohen Brown, the 2026 wide receiver out of Waxahachie, going to play some Big Ten football at
it's still weird
USC.
to say it. That's so weird still.
It's strange.
I'm never going to get used to it. Maybe over time.
Maybe over time. All right, let's round it all out. We're going to talk about our underclassmen of the week, and we're going to go down to the Houston area and talk about Kingwood, 2027 offensive lineman, another Brown. Kennedy Brown, though, this point. 6'5", 285 pounds. He started every game at right tackle. 602 snaps played, 0 pressures allowed, only 1 sack allowed, and that earned him to be on the first team all-district honors. And he picked up an offer from North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, and Auburn, all in the span of last week, and that brings his total offer count up to 30.
Great time to feature Kennedy Brown. He hit an offer number 30 this week, getting the Iron Bowl rivals to be his latest 2 scholarship offers. Maybe by the time you're watching this, he's already picked up another offer and he's at 31, but that's okay. We're going to celebrate number 30 here. He also took a visit to Clemson, and Clemson's real stingy with their offers. So if they have you on campus, that means that they're really seriously recruiting you and like you're a big time target for them as well. Well, Kennedy Brown his recruitment has started to pop off, and I want to give a shout out to a special friend of mine down at Kingwood, and that's Coach Bentz. And he's really put me on to Kennedy Brown early in this recruiting process before he was a big thing. And Kingwood is one of these schools in Texas that's really budding with young talent right now. And if you want to go out and check it out, they've got a good program. So go ahead and get my boy Coach Bentz down there at Kingwood. He'll get you right. He's the recruiting coordinator down there for those guys. So Kennedy Brown is a big time prospect. He's going to get all the offers, and he'll be in the mix to be the number 1 player in the state.
Well, and speaking of tough districts to play in, I mean, you've got the DFW District of Doom up here, but the Houston District of Doom is 23-6A down in the Houston area, and that's filled with Humble, Atascocita, Galena Park, North Shore, and Kingwood. So he's playing in one of the toughest districts at the highest classification in the state of Texas.
Yeah, and he was playing a lot of right tackle last season, but he has massively long arms, huge arms. This dude can really mirror defensive ends extremely well. He looks like a basketball power forward playing offensive tackle. So I think whenever he kicks over left tackle long term, that's the spot that he'll stick at. He has true left tackle potential. Those guys aren't easy to find, no matter where you go. A lot of these guys that are playing tackle in high school will kick inside to play guard when they get to college. So if you can find a tackle that has the arm length that you're looking for, the power that you're looking for, and the tape that you're looking for, that puts him into an elite category. And it not only puts him into an elite category for college programs, it puts him into an elite category for NIL money. These offensive tackles are making bank now.
You know who always has the power?
Let's go.
It's the director of recruiting, Greg Powers.
I thought you were going to say yourself.
Texas football. Not myself. I'm talking about you.
Appreciate that.
It's the director of recruiting at Dave Campbell's Texas Football, Greg Powers. You can find all of our fine work. I can say that now instead of your fine work at texasfootball.com/recruiting.